covenant on jáde. Lọ́jọ́ Good Friday, April 15. Ẹ kó ọ̀rẹ́ yín jáde, ẹ kó family yín jáde. Ẹ wá wò, kẹ́ ra gúgúrú, kẹ́ gbẹ́ pàṣí, kẹ́ ra coke, kẹ́ ra fearless. Kẹ́ wá wò pẹ̀lú family yín. Ó ń tà wìtìwìtì.
By now, you guys have heard about our latest release in the cinemas.
We better have it. Damola has been working.
I don't understand.
The Blood Covenant! Woo! We're super excited. You guys, look, you've been seeing the stuff we've been giving you guys. This one is beyond. You need to come out and see it. But anyway, we're here to talk about the Blood Covenant. And I mean, our guests need no introduction. This.
Behind door number one.
This
Ladies
right
and
here.
gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is the fantastic, handsome,
Wow.
best father, best husband, best, whatever you might call it.
Horse strangler.
He threw him like my bro actually stopped. Bro actually was like, wow.
See this thing start trending again. Oh. Hi guys.
No, so this will now be like Will Smith. Keep my horse out of your damn mouth.
I said, keep my horse out your damn mouth.
It's actually paining me, but it's okay.
Guys,
Please.
Tobi Bakre.
So, funny story, but we have to tell it briefly that we move. Toby was the first person cast in this film.
Yes.
Because he stiffed us on another film. Hey, so he owed us.
And I was more than happy. Okay, can I talk about that yet?
Yes, let's
So, ladies and gentlemen, ever since I've been in Hollywood, I've hustled and bustled.
Hollywood.
Oh, sorry.
That is
No, we claim it by faith.
See God speaking, I'm going to Hollywood.
Yes.
Ever
It's
since I've been in
mistake the
Hollywood,
nigga made, though. Mistake.
I've been hustling for lead role. Then God came through with the first one, and then we were meant to work on this amazing project. I was looking forward to it, and I was meant to kiss somebody. Okay, let's not even go.
Wow, what's going on?
Yeah, like there was, they put kissing, and my mind, I'm like, there's some people that they will say you should kiss, and your wife will be looking at you that, are you saying you didn't enjoy that kiss? Are you saying? Sorry. But then that didn't work, and then I got the call for Blood Covenant, and okay, hopefully, would they have seen? Okay, this will go out before the movie goes out.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are gonna love this one.
Okay. And this is
The one and
the
only.
visionary,
Toshi.
Fiyin Gambo.
Our director.
The name precedes him.
AKA low volume.
Okay, low volume. AKA increase the volume.
Increase the volume when, for a director in this industry to have such a low voice, I give you 3 years.
Like he's always talking as if he's toasting. You think he's trying to?
You know what? Actually, no.
Like you don't be talking calmly.
Bitter cola.
What are you gonna do?
You also start swallowing it with tom.
We're actually doing this.
We're finally doing this.
The podcast. Have a baby, they said. My name is Ibrahim. This
My name
is
Linda Ejiofor Suleiman.
Ibrahim. So
I think that's why we're doing it, right?
yeah.
Do you-
Because people did not tell us things.
Yes, this is us calling out our friends who have had kids and did not tell us and say, hey,
Watch out
look
for
at
this.
what you are going to go through.
That's my son is an old man.
He said I was going to be the one that would
Do the
do the
spanking.
spanking and you would be the one that would
Dialogue.
talk to him. But he was born,
And your move button was pushed.
new parent. The same way it's new to us, it's new to the toddler. Let's all grow together.
So what was it like on set? With your director with low voice and I'll be toasting you to do this scene?
Initially, I didn't understand it. In fact, all of us all the actors were gisting, and then we noticed that, it is a thing. This guy's volume is actually low. Even when he's using the speaker, it is still low. Fiyin, talk now. Like you're up there, he's trying to give you direction. Oh, okay, I like that take, but you know,
I always come to you guys. I don't like shouting. I don't like shouting directions.
Well, let's say you're born for the soft life.
Soft everywhere.
Don't mind them. Soft life people don't make a film called Blood Covenant, please.
So when you got the script for Blood Covenant, how did you feel? What was it like? Tell us the entire process.
Okay, should I start from the beginning?
Beginning.
'Cause I think the first time, I was in college when I heard about Inkblot the first time, and it's such.
Man, why are we that old? Wow.
I didn't finish enough. I just feel like 3-4 years ago. So I think I was already on the wedding party one. I was like, oh, Inkblot. I kept thinking about it, and it was one studio I've always wanted to work with. So I think when I finished the wait, Zulu called me. And she was like, oh, there's this Netflix production. And she was asking me, well, yeah, available. I'm like, what am I doing with my time? So after the Netflix, and we had this presentation, and we got another call that, oh, there's a slate of films. And I was really excited. I was like, okay, great. And we entered the development process with Naz and Chimeka Osago. And we had done a couple of drafts, but I think Naz did another pass on it. Mm-hmm. And when I saw the script, it was like a different script. And Naz did a great job. They were now like set pieces. My mind was traveling. I was like, oh, okay, now we're talking. Blood Covenant. Okay. So I was really excited, and my mind just started traveling to see how we can do something that's also very special and bring that. Because my mantra is creating never seen before. So with every project, I'm trying to see how we can push boundaries. And yeah.
Are you a Christian?
Yes, I'm a Christian.
How many times did you say blood of Jesus when you read this script?
I did not. No, so the reason that's important because we were talking to an actor on the script and he said he had to show it to his pastor just to be sure that he wanted to do this film. Yeah.
And I actually think the person, if he's the same person I'm thinking you're talking about, maybe there were more than one, but he didn't actually do the film in the end for a different reason he gave us. Yeah. But who knows?
But did the pastor say no? Toby, what is your Cinderella story? Because you basically started
after you went to Big Brother.
Wait now, you basically started off regular guy. Maybe you're doing modeling, maybe you're trying to act.
Were you acting before?
No. Okay. So I had no acting experience. Then I was just strictly a banker, and then I was doing photography.
Oh wow. Interesting.
So I think I got really bored. Like my personality type, like spontaneity is a key factor for me.
Sorry, what bank were you working for first?
Heritage Bank.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a currency dealer.
He was a currency dealer. Yeah. Are you sure he was bored?
No, it wasn't boring, but then the markets, Nigerian economy wasn't as interesting anymore. Okay. So a lot of the interesting things to do, trading and whatnot, reduced. So like I could tell what my week would be like. Nothing interesting. So I decided, let me try something. So I decided to just go for Big Brother, to just take it.
Okay, so there was not even I wanted to enter the industry first. It was straight from banking to Big Brother.
Yeah, it was never, like, I really didn't have any plans, active plans as to becoming an actor, a TV host, and all of those things. So immediately after Big Brother, it was not a thing of, whatever opportunity, and it's just my principle. Whatever you give me to do, I do my best to do it really well, and then that just kind of creates other opportunities for me. So all the opportunities that were falling on my table after Big Brother, I just really tried to do my best at it. I started with my first acting gig was Hustle. So I was on Hustle, which I was on DSTV. So that was more like my training. Yeah, my first day on set, very, very awkward. Very, very awkward. I would never forget. Like, totally, I thought it was horrible. But, I started getting better at it. And eventually, I learned to let myself go and just embody a character. So as I started enjoying acting a whole lot more, hosting gigs started coming by. I really enjoyed. There was that thing of seeing how a movie comes together. Yeah. Like I do my part. These people, like I'm not in other parts they are doing. I don't even know about the other parts. I just probably read the script, and then eventually, when I see the movie, it gives me joy. So like beyond compensation and every other thing, I just really love how a movie.
Well, yeah, because no movie can pay you like the other stuff, so it's good that you love it. Yes,
yes, it's quite fulfilling.
I genuinely love it, and I know I'm going to be acting for a very long time. So yeah, so and then I started from my Cinderella series. I started from Hustle, just there and there. And
why are you not doing pity face?
Yes, now Cinderella series.
So that he's seducing the camera. Yes. That if you're an actor, you will know when an actor leans forward and kills his head.
So from there, I got to like a few appearances in some other movies, come and then the key thing was I had like, in the movie, I had like 2 scenes, but I did it really well. But I put my best in it, and that kind of opened door for my very first lead role. Can I talk about it?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, my very first lead role, Gangs of Lagos.
Hey,
Jade.
Jade.
And Lala.
Shalat.
Hi, Jade, thanks for believing in me. Thanks for believing in my ability. So I think what we did in Sugar Rush, I had like a few scenes in Sugar Rush. But she could see. I think she could just see the energy and the seriousness and like, you know what, like Gangs of Lagos, some people said, Toby, if it's Toby that's in it, Toby cannot act like that, like let's not put our money in it. But after the movie...
How do you react to...
No, but like he kept this, okay, well, I won't mention his name, but like the same person came back after the movie and said, you proved me wrong. And I'm so
Oh, he said it
happy.
to your face?
Yeah, he said it to my face.
Oh.
He was the one that told
that's
me.
good.
He didn't say it behind me, he was the one that told me. So yeah, so and then it was just like, for me, it was such a deal breaker. Like my confidence right now as an actor is like high because to have been able to deliver Gangs of Lagos. Then after Gangs of Lagos, then Inkblot is calling me to come and do movie, to come and be the lead character in Blood Covenant.
When you saw the teaser, how do you feel?
I'm like badass, man. Badass. Like even when we're shooting, like a lot of the scenes when we're doing it, like how myself and the other actors were able to connect and, just actually deliver. There's how your fellow actor will be acting and you're like, correct, give me fire, I did for you. So we had a lot of
synergy was
we had a lot of synergy, we had a lot of those
Yes.
moments. So like, and a beautiful story. So yeah, Blood Covenant, watch out, April 15th. So this was like I'm very interested in knowing your honest feedback. This is like my first project with Inkblot and almost like my audition to what the future will be. On a scale of 1 to 10.
You want us to rate you on camera?
You want us to rate your
camera? Yeah.
So the only rating that matters
is
is will we work with you again? And the answer is yes.
Yes.
Fiyin is not physical or vocal, but you could see there was beef between him and the producer because Fiyin wants to do another day. Producer is like, with which budget?
She says, I hear you.
Let's shoot and go. Let's just make it work.
Oh, sorry, that's Marianne, by the way.
Shalat.
Thank you so much. So one of the hardest things, the hardest jobs in Nollywood is to be the producer on an ambitious project because everybody wants more, and your first job is yes, but
we have a budget.
Yes, and so that tension, and for us and our producers, we give them a lot of credit because they have to be that partner with the director to be able to
bring the creative
vision to work and work through, because at least we try to make ambitious projects, which means we are always training
against
what we can do.
If you look at how things have turned out in the last couple of years, where almost like anytime you open any of these blogs, there's always one story.
Yes.
And for me, it's not so much as in the number of stories, but the perpetrators are getting younger and younger.
Yeah.
So the last one I read was like of like a 15-year-old. And I'm like, when I was 15, that was like, making money was like the last thing on my mind. So when it gets to the point where you have to kill someone to make money.
It's social media. It's one of the, for everything that has a good side, has a bad side. I think it's one of the, then you are not, as a young person, you're not exposed to what your senior or older people in life are doing. But right now, what a 30-year-old is doing, even you as a 15-year-old, you don't really know his age, but you aspire you.
Yeah.
So we like, it's very important. I think we did this film to kind of just, control or, just...
So talk about like, we understand that it's well, not understand, we can see that it's an accepted reality, which is very unfortunate to say, because when you see all these things on blogs, the comments that you see beneath it are things that are comments that are kind of justifying why people are going into things like this.
Is it justifying or empathizing?
Empathizing.
Justifying is a
that's the right word.
So people are empathizing with them that times are hard.
The desperation of the times,
and all of those kind of things.
Blah, blah, blah.
That's wild.
I was so scared during that period because I was worried that they wouldn't censor the movie. I was worried about all the things that could happen. So which was why when you guys were shooting, I basically walked up to you guys one night and I was like, look, I have these scripts. Are you guys willing to do a PSA, public service announcement, telling people that, look, we're not trying to glamorize this movie. Blood rituals are bad. This, that, this. And everybody was like, oh, yeah. We're game. I was like, thank God. And then we started recording. Man, honestly speaking, that for me, I think that's one of the best things to come out of this movie, where we had people like you, people like Erica, people like Alex, come out and basically put forward the message that, look, this thing is wrong, right? Like the best kind of ritual is basically hard work. right? As against doing stuff like that. Even whether it's fraud, whether it's rituals, whether it's blood money rituals.
I think they are kind of tied
Yes.
in a way. A lot of people that happen to do fraud,
Yes,
eventually,
it
one
was
way or
called
the other,
Yahoo Plus at some
one way or
point.
the other, they now bend towards that.
So remember our conversation about the Nigerian narrative and what film does. So share a little bit about your perspective on what you think Nigerian narrative can do for the culture, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, so I mean, the major reason why I'm in film is because of narratives, right?
Yeah.
I have this analogy. So it's going to be a bit controversial, right? I say that if you have 3 black kids playing football and a white kid comes, pulls up, they'll stop playing football, try to make friends with him because they've seen foreign movies over the years say people from the West are powerful. So they naturally have that subconscious. I mean, I was speaking to a friend from Brussels. I went to the restaurant and the chef was all around him and doing all that. No, I was going to pay the bills. We went to the car park. The security guy was rushing. I was like, what's going on? It's how we see ourselves. And movies have that part to tell a generation, this is who you are. This is who you could be and all of that. So how can we use these films to change narratives of how people see themselves and also what the society celebrates? Because really, every generation, they follow what the society celebrates. Now, people are not really saying, how am I supposed to be an engineer? People are saying they want their child to be a TikTok star. They want them to be this and that because that's what the media is celebrating and their success. So if you can have films that, one, be able to change our narratives in diaspora and locally, there's going to be a lot of change in how even we see ourselves, right? And also having these same films that are talking about topical issues. I think that it's easy. People don't read books nowadays. People read, but movies is still the fastest way to reach out to people. So I think that's why for me, the kind of films are always, it's not just about, let's make a splash. It has to be what is the message saying as well. So I think that in a larger conversation, movies have a very big role to play, and also me as a filmmaker to be able to tell those stories, untold stories.
Tell us a little bit about your process.
Okay, so my process is very dynamic. I like to see the film before I come on set. As you notice that movies like storyboards and stuff. So I think one thing that I liked about the process was how early on the director was involved in the development process. So having to see the story form, then now take this script and say, how do I want to interpret it as a director? What are the words and stuff? So we have this very long treatment I think we shared. I always like to have like a Bible that everybody has and everybody's really clear. And I was blessed to work with some of the best hands people that we don't really talk about, the guys behind the camera. You get all the department.
Cardoso.
Cardoso.
That's the DOP, right?
Yes, the DP did really great work. The art department, costume, and all that. So being able to interpret, it's really hard as directors to have something in your head and bring it out, especially in Nigeria. But I mean, at least most of the scenes, I would say, okay, this is what I saw. You get, and having that great relationship with actors, performances, because I think one of the tricky parts about the film is how do you do a film on that scale and not forget the real, which is the stories, the performances. So it's had a lot of moving parts, especially how it was written. It's very non-linear. There's a lot of flashbacks and all that. So being able to keep all that piece together was very important for me. That's why I have a very low voice. I like to maintain my energy.
Is that your explanation? That's why you told us all these long things. Tell us why you have a low voice. Because you're thinking too much. Your voice can't come out.
So I don't like to, just call my...
Don't turn mute.
We saw a lot of videos of you guys partying in clubs and all of those things. Was that how it was on set?
That was one-off.
Oh, it was one-off. Oh, okay.
That was like the one and only time.
Wait, hold on. What do you want? Don't really open our hand share.
Please.
You know, I say I'm making a film about the fast life.
Please. That was like the one and only time that we kind of enjoy small sex. Like this movie too.
Hold on.
Don't beg me.
Don't off his mic. Don't off his mic. Let him talk.
Wait first.
See, Nollywood, Inkblot,
What do you want?
TBC.
Wait now, but we put inside trailer now.
It's coming together nicely. Which one with that?
Yes.
Yes, AC trailer. You also did video about that one. You also did video about that one.
No. To give it to you guys, like
Yes.
what the movie required and the comfort you guys brought. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Like, we have to thank them.
We never expected this because that set.
We had to shoot in the jungle.
We know what that
day
set
to day
was.
to day, back to back to back.
Yeah.
So it was really challenging. Which is like when I read that script, I fell in love with the story, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do it. But what I didn't think subconsciously was that there will be so many night shoots. So many night scenes that everybody know. I'm like, bro, in my mind, I'm like, but what did you think about Covenant and all the things that happened in it? So yeah, but I love the storyline so much, and I'm like, okay, it was just timely. And I don't know if, I don't think it's something you planned necessarily. I mean, this has been news in
conversation.
Yeah, but apparently at the time when we were shooting the movie,
it became more
so it was really rampant. So I'm just like, okay, timely, because a lot of young people are getting really misinformed. Everybody wants to make money fast. Everybody wants to live that fast life. So I think in our movies, we should also be able to, speak to them in a sort of way. Like, fraud is not the way to go. Hard work is always the way to go.
Thank you guys. We had a lot of fun making this. We had a lot of fun making the film. It's topical. It's great. They all did an amazing job. We can't wait for you to see it. Good Friday. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Look out. There are awesome actors in this movie. You've got Tobi Bakre.
Uzarukwe, Sean Pakwa, Eric Anlewedim, Omomi Dada, Alex Ekubo, Shaliwa Ashafa, Bolanle Ogunkanyi.
Doing this thing in Yoruba is sweeter.
Please do it in Yoruba for us.
Blood Covenant on jáde lọ́jọ́ Good Friday, April 15. Ẹ kó ọ̀rẹ́ yín jáde, ẹ kó family yín jáde. Ẹ wá wò, kẹ́ ra gúgúrú, kẹ́ gbẹ́ pàṣí, kẹ́ ra coke, kẹ́ ra fearless. Kẹ́ wá wò pẹ̀lú family yín. Ó ń tà wìtìwìtì. Like I used to love those things in your mind. But my Yoruba is so.
That's the best promo for the movie.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Bye.